ESL Challenger League Group Stage Round of 32.
And up here on the top left-hand corner of the map, we do have our purple Zerg who made it through that first series. It is VNF's
ZTTII.
And also on this map is going to be the player that just lasted a semi-marathon game with Ravens and a lot of contains. And that's going to be our red Terran player.
Tourgasm.
So it'll take him a while for this Overlord to actually get all the way down there.
Nah, it's really, really hard to scout anything properly with an Overlord on this map, especially the long spawns.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy. Looks like it's going to be gas first by Tourgasm. Sending an SCV out right after.
No.
He'll mind him from that.
Barracks, of course, is follow-up for Tourgasm, which is all kind of standard.
Yeah, it looks like Zed is going for the spawning pool first yet again.
It's on this map, it's so easy to kind of put two Rexes down anywhere without finding them, and
yeah,
so
you're never going to see them.
I think it's going to be a safety spawning pool.
Yeah. And interestingly, there is the SCV kind of running off to a side base here, potentially going to be proxying something. The gas is being collected, so he's right at 100. So is he going to put down like a proxy factory or something here?
Well, a proxy factory together with a Stargate and then into Cloak Banshees can be nice.
Though he's moving the SCV now. Don't know where he's going exactly.
Probably want to make sure it's not in a easy to scout location, because some Zerg players have the intention to send their second Overlord towards this little.
Off to the sides. He is making the factory in his main though, so maybe it's a starport that it'll put down.
Yeah, it can still be the starport.
Yeah.
We will see that in a second. His second gas is getting taken, and the natural of ZTTII is near complete, sir.
Yeah. Still no orbital command actually out of Tourgasm, which is quite late to be getting that, and just he does convert it, but that is a fair bit late to be getting it out.
It's probably it's definitely a mule that he loses almost.
Yeah.
A Roach Warren getting taken by Z, so there will probably be like some defensive roaches, and there we go, the starport is getting proxied.
Yeah. It's I guess it being proxied is good, but it's proxied so far away that it's almost, I mean, it's closer and it's hidden, but it's not that much closer. He's still going to have a long ways to travel.
Yeah, speed is getting researched now, and there are some Zerglings going towards...
towards that location. That will be odd.
I'm wondering if they go up the ramp or not. They didn't do the same at the other side.
Yeah.
So,
it's good that he didn't plant it down exactly where they are, because that's where he was originally.
He is taking a third base as well as a baning nest, so far Triple Z has no clue what's going on. Triple Z, just Z.
Yeah. And SCV is being cut a lot here by Tourgasm. He's not expanding himself. He is going for the Cloak and Banshee upgrades. But yeah, I'm not sure. Like, Lair's already on the way. It's still a long way to cross the map.
Yeah, but there are only 2 queens, so...
Yeah.
One queen, a 1v1 with a Banshee isn't really going to make it.
Yeah. And
so far, those 2 lings are very close to it, and Will the Banshee fly over it?
Oh, Hellion's getting some nice hits with just one queen to defend. This is actually going to do a lot of damage.
And there's no wall off either. And they will go and
kills
scout
already.
they will scout the third base being up because of that one drone coming from a weird direction.
Banshee is going to fly over, but I think outside the vision of these lings.
Yeah, the Lynx didn't see it. Now the command center is coming down, which is quite late. If Z looks at it and sees there is still no natural, he must starting to worry that something is up. He does lose both of the Hellions to roaches. And yeah.
Yeah, Cloak is finished. He's going to town on this natural. Basically clearing out all the drones. They aren't actually even being pulled here yet.
It's already 8.
Yeah, he's already had 8, 9 kills.
And Spore is now coming up in the main.
Kills, and clears that one out. He's going to be going after the queen. Detection is now there, but he's going to be able to fight this one-on-one and kill it, no problem. Does clear that out.
He has to start another queen, but...
Yeah. Second Banshee is done, but it's just sitting back. Back at the start.
Crawler did finish, so...
Yeah.
Which is at least good to try and save us. But yeah, this Banshee will get out.
Yeah, if the second Banshee comes in, I wouldn't even mind him making more, given how badly he's kind of doing damage here.
He does has to be careful with his one Banshee still hanging this
Yeah,
near.
it is low. He's bringing the other one in finally. I wish it had been there already.
Yeah.
But yeah, the worker count's definitely been trimmed down, 21 drones, but also there's only 22 SCVs. So while he did a ton of damage, he delayed his own expansion so much that...
Yeah, but he does has to orbitals and mules to mine a lot more, so this is not that great for the Zerg player, to be honest.
No, yeah, he's definitely ahead. He's got that gain, but it's not as much as you'd think. Doesn't quite finish that queen off. One hit left on it.
Yeah, he should have went after it. It was literally just
one
just
shot.
a way almost died.
Might swing back for it again. There are 5 queens out, but he could go after this last one. Do it. There you go.
Yeah, he got it now, which is...
Yeah.
Spore
let's swing
Crawler
back
getting
in.
nearly finished in the natural as well, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll get another drone before the end of it.
He is now getting his third command center, but roaches are trying to come in, but there is a tank. There are even 2 tanks, so this will get cleaned up. Even sending the weakened tank a little bit back, so he kind of forced the roaches to go a little bit deeper in the base.
Banshee finally does fall there. And Zerg will try and get their economy back online. But both of them running off pretty low economies right now. Tourgasm supply blocked here, just as he's trying to really power out SEVs.
Yeah. He does have certain third command center, so he can go and start pumping out a lot of SCVs. Engineering bay going down now as well, so his upgrades can go and start slowly kicking in.
Yeah, this handful of roaches is going to come across, I think 12 of them, but there's 2 tanks there with siege, a widow mine up front. Maybe one of these on the high ground would be a little better, but
Well,
yeah.
one of the tanks probably will die, but
Yeah, I mean, he might even get, if he just runs right on them, he might get both, but yeah. Good
Well,
initial hits going in. Widow Mine's not the best against roaches.
well,
Yeah,
being
well-
the second tank being low, so
Does clear them both up.
SCV's
That's-
trying to kill, but he's pulling SCVs and mules don't do any damage, to be honest.
Yeah. SCV's finishing off 1 roach, 2 roaches.
But
There's
yeah,
the
more
rest
and more
of the
roaches
stuff.
coming over the field, which could be good for him, but he should not go and attack with
Yeah, we'll block him off, but that'll get picked off quite soon. As soon as the 2 tanks are out, he'll be fine. But
yeah,
but he's going to lose a lot of SCVs in the process.
I already lost 10. He's
This
losing
is the
another
one
tank, but
Yeah.
and yeah, he's keep making more and more and more roaches, which is the best thing he could do. He already picked up 2 tanks, another one just standing here.
He is going for this hidden base over on the island, but there's an overlord right there, so it's going to get spotted immediately.
He gets spotted, but there is no spire yet at all.
Tank actually now getting repaired here by these SCVs and mules. He's a little late on. I feel that he needs some bio to buffer these forces.
Yeah,
or else
some
they
marauders
just
could
close
be
them right
really
in.
good. Some
Yeah, and
marauders.
he's just not making them.
The
does-
four mines are coming back on cooldown, so
Yeah,
plus he has back 3 tanks even.
yeah. This is much more of a gauntlet the longer it goes, but
Yeah, more and more roaches keep getting flooded in. So yeah, still the starport is standing there doing nothing. He did made a medevac, but there's no bio to heal.
let's see. Burrow is now being researched here by our Zerg player, so he's going to be able to heal these roaches once that is done, but it's still a fair ways off. His economy is looking half decent. He's got 40 plus drones right now compared to 32 SCVs.
We're
It's
seeing a
gonna be-
Midas network being made. Will that shall it be for the island base? But they made a planetary fortress there, which I personally think is not the smartest thing to do. Even though it doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
that's
It's
kinda weird.
on the island. It's dead anyway because you cannot fly it away.
It's, yeah, these roaches are just kind of sacrificing themselves now. If he's going to make this attack, he needs like speed or something on them. But it's still kind of ill-advised to run into 4 tanks and a bunch of widow mines.
Yeah, it's never a smart idea to do with roaches.
Yeah.
He does keep rallying his roaches quite far in, always
Yeah.
dragging them out the last second.
Yeah, the Spire is on the way now, and there's not a lot of anti-air. There's the turrets in each mineral line now, but there's no bio anti-air whatsoever, and
there are only 3 widow mines
yeah,
who are
it's
kind
just-
of needed for the roaches. Another factory is getting at it, but I'm wondering if we will see a Tor or 2 as well, which are quite good versus the Mutas you will probably see. Now just from coming down on the island as predicted.
Nice. Yeah, there's actually very little going on there at the moment. Really hadn't started mining.
Just like one SCV just built a turret, feeling useful for once.
Oh, I see. He was gonna shuttle a couple over with these medevacs.
But then, yeah, as soon as you see that it's a planetary fortress, it's kind of a waste to send these things in all the time.
Yeah, he is, and the planetary is just not taking any damage.
So, Muras are coming very soon, probably. So,
Yeah, I would hope so.
a lot more
Yeah, the best
roaches
way
are
to go.
getting. Yeah, a lot more roaches keeping rallied, as well as an infestation pet coming down. But there are also no evo chambers at all, so no upgrades are happening at all. Which, if I personally think, if Tourgasm starts to finally stabilize, get away of the roaches that are in his front door, if he gets upgrades out, he will be in such an advantage.
Yeah, he's once again playing this little widow mine push-up game.
Which did help him a lot last game versus
Oh,
Necro.
definitely. Yeah. That did so much damage.
5 mutas are now on the way. Just not a lot at all.
I kind of wonder at this point if with this many lings and roaches he couldn't just run in and kill all this. The lings will
Yeah.
be on the tanks in a few seconds.
Lings will be on the tanks,
Yeah.
doing friendly fire, but they're also widow mines.
Yeah.
But there are probably more than enough lings to
Yeah,
even survive all the shots from the widow mines and killing all the things.
I kind of think so. They will kind of naturally split up. He's got some mutas on the way here now.
A hive is coming down. I'm kind of surprised. Probably we'll see also already some ultralisks, but ultralisks without upgrades are not really that amazing.
Yeah. Aliens wandering into the wrong neighborhood. And this, I kind of thought he was going to pull the mutas right over to that island base, but he didn't.
Nah, there is one turret, and one turret is quite enough. Two now even, but one turret is quite enough to deal with 5 mutas.
Yeah, he could sit on the other side of the planetary though, and just be annoying. He is just rushing in now, and yes, it looks like this is certainly plenty to just overwhelm everything.
Yeah, there's still a lot of roaches left.
Yeah, tons of roaches left, and there's really no other defense here. He's making more widow mines. A single Thor is being made. No tanks in production.
But this orbital, he's focusing the orbital a lot.
Yeah.
Now
he's now clearing up the SCVs. Lings are streaming on in. They're going to set off the detonations here. And he's going to clean up the remaining widow mines. And I think...
and the roaches can just walk inside of the base.
Yeah,
Thor is coming down.
He's down in here. Yeah, Thor is coming out. They're pretty good against roaches, but there's just too many here. He can also, burrow. I'm not sure what's going on there. They're trying to attack through the buildings, so only like 2 of them are actually hitting it. But it still will clear it up. And all the SCVs are just dying.
Yeah, 50 SCVs died already. There are only 19 left. Of which 14 are on the island base. So, yeah.
Tourgasm has to tap out, and Zed will take this map. Neither of them actually leaving it. There we go.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and here we are on merry-go-round. And in the bottom center of that map, we do have the Purple Zerg, who just took that last game. There's 1 win away from going on to the round of 16. That is VNF's
ZTTII.
And then over on the right-hand side of the map, we do have the Red Terran that employed a very bare-bones mech strategy there. And this is INF-NA's
Tourgasm.
Curious to see if it'll keep doing that, go mech again, or trying some sort of proxy yet again. But I would advise against it.
Well, proxy on this map can also be nice. You have those little ledges near the third bases, which is quite nice.
Yeah, the Banshee works. Yeah, the Banshee itself worked. Needed to maybe be a bit faster and a bit stronger, but then the mech follow-up obviously didn't. Pool first again for Zed.
It's a bit surprising versus Terran. You can usually go hatch first.
Yeah.
Especially on a 3-player map where the chance is 50% that you get scouted quick. So, Pool first is still a very safety opening, so it doesn't really matter too much for you to go for.
Yeah,
Tourgasm has this one SCV quite in a weird location yet again.
Yeah,
in the other main base.
That's kind of neat. Yeah, that can also be a proxy thing. Once again, if he does proxy there, he's farther away from where he wants to be, but it's still, at least it's hidden, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's the farthest almost point you can be from your opponent.
Yeah. And the Reaper will come out and scout the proper base in a little bit. So he is opening a fair bit different this time around. And yeah, I'm not sure what he would end up putting there because he's not mining really enough gas to immediately get a starport or anything. It doesn't look like his factory's coming right away. Reaper will get out there. Perhaps
Yeah,
through
we
these
will have a
lanes.
nice scout. Even though the queen is already up at the main base, you still will have a little scout to see that the natural is later than otherwise.
Yeah.
In the sense of it's definitely a pull first, seeing the lings and the queen already just approves his right of being a pull first.
And the gas is down for Zed, but he's not mining from it yet. So he's put it up, but hasn't actually begun.
It's just now putting some drones into it, but he's
Single
making
lane
2 more
chasing.
queens, it seems, so he will be on 3 queens, which is very good. You can use one for group spreading.
Going CC on the back of that and getting the factory as well.
And another gas geyser, it seems, as well, so Tourgasm is doing a little bit different. He's getting now some marines out as well.
And a roach warren out of OGZ here again.
Well, it worked in the first game, so
Yeah, I
if
guess he wants
it's
to
not
give it a shot
broken, why
again.
fix it?
Yeah.
Again, 2 factory stuff for Tourgasm, so I'm wondering if he goes again for this mech kind of style, which didn't really seem to work very well in the first game.
No. Yeah, it wasn't the best there. Particularly against roaches. Widow mines, even if they hit them, they don't kill them. They just kind of do some damage. And
They soften them up.
Yeah, they do soften it up, but yeah, it's not a single boom like it would be with lings or banelings or something. Yeah, there's definitely room for a tank or two, but you just need that cover in front of it. You need something to hold it off, and that's what didn't have the first time around.
He did stop making 4 marines, he stopped at that point, so he's definitely going into the mech style. 1 tank already on the way, another reactor on the way on this other factory. And yet again, it seems like he quit making any SCVs.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just halted them, dropping mules instead. We'll move the orbital over. I'm sure he can see that overlord, but he doesn't seem to care about it yet.
No, now he sends 2 marines to kill it.
Yeah.
The 1 SCV is still there in the 1 base. Still wondering what it would
I
be.
don't know what that's for. Maybe he just forgot about him.
Yeah, probably. He's putting 2 turrets down at the bottom of his main base. It's probably to deny any overloads, trying to scout in that direction, but...
So you got 1 tech lab on 1 factory, a reactor on the other, double pumping out Hellions. Does have a tank on the high ground. I do like that position here.
Yeah, it's a very good position.
Does cover well. So yeah, getting a couple like this is great. And with the bunker, it does help out a lot more.
Z is doing a quite good job by droning up. He has at 44 drones and 2 bases, which is ideal. He should take his third very soon, and I'm wondering which one he will take.
Right now. He's going to take this open one farther away.
Yeah, he's taking the better base comparing to the ones.
Hellions getting out, picking off a few of these lings, taking control of the center. Right now, very few units by Zed, but he does have 5 roaches and a few more on the way. Actually, 6 more on the way.
And a queen, which is more than enough to defend from 2 Hellions.
Exactly, yeah. He's gonna. And there's the SCV jumping into action on the far left-hand side. Tourgasm is throwing down a secret command center.
Which can really be nice for him by muling it here, but your opponent, if he is smart enough to look at the minerals and see, like, hey, you've been mining here for 3 minutes and haven't seen a single mule, something must be up.
Yeah.
He can know, but we will see. Still one Hellion standing there. I think the other one died.
Yeah, did try to poke up there and just got snapped off immediately. Road speed nearing completion, about 2/3 of the way done. Getting the Evo chamber there as well behind the natural. This time around, Blue Flame is being researched.
As well as armor for the building.
+2 armor for buildings, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, he's going max, so he doesn't really need the E+1 attack anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That is kind
I
of
hope it's-
interesting.
I hope he's getting like at least a tour or 3, 4 out. They were very good, as well as some tanks. And yeah, it just depends on the reserve player on what he's going to do.
Helene gets cleaned up there. The spread of these 3 tanks is pretty good. The bunker is pretty good. I still don't know if this is quite enough if the roaches just go in.
There are 2 widow mines to make them to soften them up a little, and
Yeah.
Well-
Come through. Oh,
that was a nice kill
That
from
was-
Tourgasm.
that was pretty good. Flew up in the air. And yeah, he's pretty well defended there.
Now he's researching the turret thingy.
Yeah,
I always
true.
forget what it is.
A high sec tracking, yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
adding range. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the only upgrade I haven't seen in this game at all getting researched.
It's crazy. Well, yeah. I also don't know if I've ever seen that +2 for structures, but it's cool.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one in the past. It is. Now this time he's researching tunneling claws as well as burrows. So
Yeah. And I hope he knows that there's a turret there. If he tries to burrow up the ramp, thinking that he's evading detection, that is not going to turn out. That's
he
not going to be.
doesn't.
Yeah, it's not
He
going to be a
just-
happy day for him.
I think he misses it by like 3 pixels.
Yeah.
It was really really close. Yet again, we see the masked widow mine style coming out from Tourgasm, which I don't personally really like.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. They're so hit or miss in a way. We'll clear some
Yeah.
of these up. He's taking a lot of shots, though.
Now
A
we
few
see
more
that
widow
there
mines
is
will come in.
there is now an oversteer to clean this all up, but yeah,
Yeah.
all the roaches died.
I'm not sure why he did that right before the burrow was done, but he did. That was when he chose to attack and really resets him. But Zed is still very much ahead in supply. He's at 58
Yeah.
drones right now,
Is that a
41
good?
SCVs. Yeah,
He keeps running more and more roaches to the other side. He hasn't seen this
yeah, the hidden base.
hidden base stuff.
Yeah,
And even
kind
the
of don't-
Overlord isn't in near of the ramp to see that there are suddenly 3 depots getting built.
Yeah, I kind of don't like him building the depots, and he's going to send an SCV down. Well, that's if that gets noticed, then that's kind of odd. It might warrant investigation. If you're getting away with the hidden base like that, building something like at the ramp there is probably not a great idea.
Yeah, he's getting again his energy for his ravens, so we will soon see some ravens coming out as well.
Yeah, he likes these obscure upgrades for sure. He made good use of the ravens in the TVT.
Yeah, ravens are very good versus roaches because roaches are like that unit that dare to clump up as well. Now they have burrow.
Hmm.
And yeah, ravens are like a natural detection, so it's very easy for Tourgasm to then just use the scans on mules instead of scanning.
Well, there goes the overseer.
All 3 went on the
He's
overseer.
going to try and do this again. He's got a few more this time around.
That
one
tank
tank does
instantly
fall.
got taken. The other
Second
tank is
tank getting repaired. Does
But
get
it
him
falls.
last shot off. He will get in, but the bunker is still up.
Just
Does
foul
fall
there.
there. It just kind of burned down. I think he's got to clear the SCVs out of the area.
Yeah, he lost so many SCVs, and some of them were even from friendly fire. 2 ravens are up now, but none of them really have the energy to do something.
Yeah, just throw the turrets down, and that will get taken out too easily.
The wall is breaking down, that the one tank is getting sniped down. And yet again, he has to pull SCVs, and I do not think even that his hidden base will save him.
No.
Especially now, not because of...
Not at all. He's making like 6 more widow mines. But they're just so bad against, like, compared to a tank.
yeah,
They're
tanks are
just so
very well
bad
versus...
compared to a
thanks.
tank.
Tanks are better versus roaches because they do bonus damage versus roaches in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zine must now know that there's kind of a hidden base or something funky here, because
Yeah.
he sees 2 SCVs like weird and he hasn't seen any escape. Still 2 Ravens, but none of them have the energy.
Yeah, I mean, this is... Yeah, Tourgasm's dead. He might hold it just based on these Widow Mines killing reinforcements, but that's about it.
And yeah, well, he will now. He has like 3 Widow Mines laying there. He could have maybe placed somewhere else, but still, it would not matter. So he's killing like even the Raven with his own
Yeah,
Widow
yeah,
Mines.
the splash. Too much. So it looks like after this all gets cleaned up, I think we're going to have Zed go on to the next round. He will retreat more Widow Mines back into his main.
There is so many damage has been dealt. I don't think Tourgasm even can come back from this.
Yeah.
Can make 200 Widow Mines. It will never happen. Okay. One of the Ravens now has the Raven now has the energy for making one, but for making a thing, but that will never happen.
Does clean out all the roaches there.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
almost
just,
all of them are on cooldown except like 2 or 3 that are just popping off.
Yeah. No, it's just
They lost
yeah,
all
it's
this
a little,
production.
it's a little silly at one point. A Hunter Seeker going off on 1 damage roach. I guess one thing that could happen, although he's not doing it, is if he was continuing to make SCVs over at the hidden base, he could lull his opponent into a, oh, I don't need to really like macro or do anything anymore because I've won, not knowing that the base is still there. But
well, he sees 2 SCVs there, but they haven't moved at all, so he probably thinks after a while that it's, oh, maybe they did escape and I didn't notice.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of them are on cooldown. 3 overseers,
so
they're just all getting
this
one
up.
smite. And I don't see any way that Tourgasm can hold this.
No.
More and more roaches getting flooded to the other side, so...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's got some money. He doesn't have a lot of gas. He should be mining gas at least at that other base because he's out of it. But yeah, I'm not sure what he's holding on for because he's not actually developing the other side. He's making a command center.
Yeah, he is, but I think it's over because he cannot reproduce anything anymore. No gas, only 15 SCVs left.
Yeah.
1 orbital that cannot do anything because it has to fly.
On the other hand, I wish Zed here would just get off the roaches. Like, tech up, do something, make brood lords or something. Like,
yeah, he has like the freedom in the world to do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
he does lose all of his overseers again, but
yeah, it's just kind of weird at this point to do this.
And it's the second time we see this, so
yeah.
I think Tourgasm likes his Widow Mines a lot.
Yeah, he does. Maybe a bit too much, but he does certainly love them.
Yeah, I can't say they were good a while ago, but yeah. That 4 base going up for Z in the meanwhile, so it's just, you know what, I'm just going to macro up a little bit more. Infestation pit coming down.
Yeah, what's got to seem odd to him now is you stopped mining like 5 minutes ago. How are you still making new things?
Yeah. He slowly needs to start realizing that's something as well.
Yeah, that's something that's going on.
But yeah, he's just going in again.
Not enough Widow Mines this time around.
Even though there are 7 Widow Mines, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, going after the factory here. It's being repaired, but it will fall.
The other factory goes down. And
he's now lifting up. Yeah.
There's literally nothing he can do. It's making another Raven, but I don't see the point in that anymore.
Yeah, I don't know
hidden
why
base.
that would be the thing. If you're gonna make anything, make a Banshee. because he's shown no inclination to make any anti-air yet.
Yeah, indeed. Hive is coming down as well now, and he's making another factory at his hidden base. He's now finally mining some gas, but I think it's already way too late.
It's much too late. He's got so many minerals still.
Yeah,
But, we've got Zed going up to Hive now. He's mined out his main and natural. He's not really mining much from his third, and he's not mining from the fourth yet at all. But his bank is still ridiculous.
His bank is gigantic. It will take nearly forever to drain it up in this rate.
Eventually, he'll have a point where he supply blocks him as well. Although, are there any more depots? I guess the depots are all on the other side, lining that all off at the two command centers.
Factory goes down. This turret goes down. Yeah.
I know that over there he's going to make like 12 more widow mines.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
More factories going down, but I don't really see any point if Tourgasm can come back from this.
Yeah, I don't know what he's exactly doing.
8 overseers getting morphed in at once.
Yeah.
Just to be sure you have detection.
Hunter Seeker, boom. Good hit. Doesn't really kill though.
No, they have too much HP for that.
Yeah.
Even though you lost like
4 of them
5
there.
of them, but
Yeah.
still.
But
He cannot build anything, all of his
all of a sudden we've only got 4 widow mines left.
and he's trying his best to come back from this game, but I doubt he can because the Zerg has 4 bases he can work with.
Yeah, the only thing that's given him any hope is that the Zerg really hasn't been advancing anything. He is making a spire now, though.
Yeah, which is just a nail in the coffin.
Yeah, he's on Hive, but he's not. Yeah, he's not really. Yeah, he's not mining a lot.
No, he only has 1 base where he can mine from. He is making 2 more command centers, but as soon as the mutas come out, everything will die.
Okay, roaches are finally coming over to the other base. Will they figure it out? It's making a command center right in the middle of the map. And can you imagine at this point if these 2 ravens were banshees and they were just left there as long as they have been?
Well, if those were 2 banshees, I mean, those roaches would have died.
Yeah,
those roaches would have
10
died.
minutes ago. Yeah.
All those roaches would have died, and he could have go and arrest them in the mineral lines, forcing some spores.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's making 13 overseers at once just because he knows his supply cap badly.
Yeah.
And Nidus is coming down as well.
I don't even know where that's supposed to go, but
The overseer,
does he know about this? No.
he knows now
Yeah,
about the
he does
hidden
know.
base.
Yeah. Yeah, does know about it.
And yeah, Mutas can go and work on the buildings that are flying now, so he has no choice. He has to like or land the buildings and let them get killed by roaches, or keep them that flying get them killed by Mutas.
11 mutas in production. There they all come.
Yeah, he's making Hellbats, which
Yeah.
versus roaches alone is not the smartest thing to do because roaches kind of counter Hellbats.
Yeah, pretty well.
He's still making Widow Mines yet again.
Oh,
He's
of
making
course.
4 more.
Of course.
Getting his +2 for his vehicles and so on out.
He needs to get the ravens over with those hellbats. And there come the mutas.
Yeah. There's nothing in this army that can shoot up except the Widow Mines.
The lance, yeah.
He did manage to get through his entire gas bank, so he only has 5 gas left. He's
Yeah,
not mining
He's
anywhere.
not mining any.
Not on his third, not on his fourth.
Yeah.
He has so many minerals he could really just kind of drop the mineral mining for a while and just go for the gas. But yeah, roaches are now flooding into this base, and there's literally nothing he can do.
Yeah.
There's the GG.